It is a strange paradox that the historian who is concerned professionally with the past plays a crucial role in the future of the society which he is studying. The historian's interest lies in trying to understand the emergence and the evolution of a society in a historical perspective where the term society includes every aspect of a people's life. As a result of his investigations, the historian creates a picture of the society. In his handling of the evidence from the past, he is often influenced by his own contemporary setting. Historical interpretation can therefore become a two-way process where the needs of the present are read into the past and where the image of the past is sought to be imposed upon the present. The image of the past is the historian's contribution of the future. For this image can be used by his contemporaries for political myth making. Such political projections of a society seek intellectual jurisdiction from the theories of historians and other social scientists. To mention two recent and rather obvious examples, the theory of the superior Aryan race came is very useful to Hitler and the fascists, and that of the Hindus and Muslims constituting two separate nations was used to justify the creation of Pakistan, a theory which has been recently exploded by events in Bangladesh. Such supposed jurisdictions impose the present on the past, and a generation is fed with distorted images. But over the years, with changing methods of investigation, the discipline of history has been made more precise and more analytical. No evidence and fresh interpretations enable us to recess the past in more realistic terms and proceed in new directions. Historians too have become, as it were, self-conscious both about the nature of the evidence and about the social and political function which historical writing has played in the past. New more than ever, the historian, without compromising his scholarly integrity, has much to contribute to society. The modern writing of Indian history developed during the last 2 centuries. The needs of these times had encouraged the adoption of certain attitudes and theories about the Indian past which are now becoming increasingly irrelevant. The time has come for us to free ourselves from the necessary division of the history writing of the colonial period. We should acquire the confidence of critically assessing our own culture and history. Stop.